Hello my friends and welcome to No Nonsense Metal Reviews. I'm George and this is the second part of my building a new battle jacket sort of tour, if you like. I'm taking you through each stage by stage, of me actually constructing my new patch jacket or battle jacket, whatever you want to call it. So if you saw the first part, then you'll be aware, but if not, I'll bring you up to speed. I recently acquired a new denim jacket. Well, I say new to me, second-hand denim jacket. I believe the brand was actually River Island, but luckily it's not too obvious on the or Top Man or something like that. It's not too obvious on the buttons, and I have in fact removed the little part on the collar there that would have specified brand and size. I don't want that obscuring from the metal, distracting from the metal. I don't want that. So this jacket, which I got on Vinted, in fact, this came complete with sleeves, which I have carefully removed, giving a nice rough effect there. But it was not in the best of conditions. It was very stained and dirty, so I did have to give it a good old wash. But it's just what I need because I didn't want it to look brand new. I think that brand new looking patch jackets they just don't look quite as authentic and genuine. So I'm going for more of an authentic sort of vibe here, if you like. So it's quite a good jacket. It's strong. It's actual denim. You've got your breast pockets. You've got side pockets there, which is handy, I suppose. Although, to admit, that does leave less space for patches, which is a little bit annoying. But anyway, regardless, I did make a start, and this one, as I explained in the first part there, I'm basing this more around black metal, actually. It was unintentional at first, but the website that I was using, T-Shirt Zone, based in the UK, I believe, the patch selection that they have is amazing, and they're all really good prices. And the patches that I was putting in my basket, which was well in excess of what I needed by the end, and probably well in excess of £100, the patches did tend to be black metal bands. So to make a big statement, as I showed in the first one, I selected a Dark Throne back patch, in homage to the great godfathers of black metal. Absolutely love Dark Throne. So Transylvanian Hunger adorns the main back space on the jacket. And at the bottom here, I have selected two more fine patches. Dimmu Borgir, Symphonic Black Metal Legends, with the In Sorte Diaboli artwork there. And then we also have Dissection, melodic black metal band, one of the greatest melodic black metal bands, I think. It's certainly held in very high regard. And their album, The Somber Lane, which this is the cover patch of, is considered to be something of an absolute high point in the genre. So I then moved on to the shoulder space. Now this was quite a difficult one, picking how I was going to assemble patches here, because to be honest, I didn't plan what patches I was going to put there, what shape patches I was going to get, the layout. I just bought a load of patches that I liked and took it from there. But the way it's turned out, I'm actually really rather pleased with. So the arrangement that I have gone for is two sort of longer rectangular patches either side, with a central square patch, a smaller one. So I'll talk a little bit about each one. So on my left, which will be the right shoulder of the jacket, we have Cradle of Filth logo patch. A very nice patch. As I mentioned in the first part of this little mini-series, I have sewn these all on by hand myself, so I'm not an expert with a needle, but I think I'm not too bad. I've done quite a good job there. I'm pleased with my work so far. So why Cradle of Filth? Well, Cradle of Filth are a favourite black metal band of mine. You could say they're sort of more of a gothic or symphonic leaning at times throughout their catalogue, throughout their career, rather than traditional black metal, although there is certainly a black metal spine in their music. They're undoubtedly a black metal band. And they're a favourite of mine, as I say. So I love Cradle of Filth. I was not very impressed with the the album artwork or the sort of the more artistic looking patches available from Cradle of Filth or from whoever produces their merch, I wasn't particularly impressed with them. I think that after getting the Somberlane patch, I realised that maybe, or selecting that one, maybe I didn't want too many sort of album covers. I was only just going to get a couple at most, because I do like to have album art, because it represents the albums that you favour, or they sort of speak out to you more than others, maybe. Your favourites, in other words. Pick out your favourite artworks. However, other than the dissection one, and maybe another one I have selected, or another couple, I didn't want to have too many directly bold statements saying this is my favourite album from that band, because I couldn't have picked with Cradle of Filth, and I wasn't, as I say, was not impressed with the quality. It just didn't look clear enough. You couldn't really make out what was going on. Certainly with a cover like Dusk and Her Embrace, or Cruelty and the Beast, for example. I did see both of those artworks on patches, and it just wasn't clear enough what was going on. It just looked like a bit of a blur. Certainly Dusk and Her Embrace. I think I saw the Principles of Evil Made Flesh artwork patch as well, and it just was not clear. It was just a bit of a blur, a blue-grey blur. So, I really like the Cradle of Filth logo. I think that it's spiky, it's gothic, it looks very bold and eye-catching. So that is exactly why I thought, yes, I'm going to go with the logo patch. Love Cradle of Filth, love their logo. They're an excellent band. What's not to like? Why wouldn't I get it? So to mirror that, there is a slight difference in patch size. Now, most people would not be bothered by that. I'm not massively bothered by it. I think I can just about deal with it, and I've arranged it so that they're not. It's not really obvious. This Cradle of Filth patch is slightly higher to sort of offset the difference in size and scale. But I decided to go with another logo patch, and I've gone with Greek Gothic Black Metal Titans. Absolutely love the Mighty Rotting Christ, as I have recently reviewed. You may have seen on the channel, they are a band that you absolutely need to hear. The Mighty Rotting Christ, they are such an excellent band. They've got so much diversity in their catalogue, so many different elements, where not just conventional black metal. To be honest, I think that it's as much black metal as it is gothic metal, with elements of doom, with elements of sort of folk even thrown in there. Just very different. It's very, very different. It's very melodic at times, very, very gothic. But what I really like about this patch is it's sort of got like a foil, metallic foil effect. So it is shiny. I don't know if you'll be able to see. This is one of the few examples where, you know, you actually kind of want there to be a bit of glare so that you can demonstrate the fact that it's shiny, not just sort of a chrome effect. But it's a shiny patch. It's really high quality. I'm really impressed with this particular patch because their logo looks grim, it looks menacing and mean. So I was kind of a bit anxious about how it was actually going to transfer onto a patch. But it's really good. I'm really, really chuffed with that. It's really eye-catching. I just think it's fantastic. And I love Rotting Christ. Inadvertently, I've kind of flagged the shoulder, so that'll be the left shoulder of the jacket. So it's on our right currently. Inadvertently gone for two gothic metal bands, you could say, or gothic black metal bands on either side. But I absolutely love that one. Really chuffed to bits. I think that's a great one. It really does perfectly offset the Cradle of Filth patch. Which leaves us just that central piece there. Now, I couldn't really justify not getting this patch. And you may have noticed it sitting comfortably in the middle there. We have a metallic foil effect patch again. Just a little one. It's only a little square. It's not a massive patch at all. It's just quite a small, neat piece sitting in the middle there. But it is, of course, the mighty Venom. First wave of black metal heroes. With the artwork in nice foil effect from black metal. So it seemed like a really appropriate patch to have on a black metal jacket. How could we ignore the heritage band where the name black metal stems from? Absolutely love Venom. As I say, they are a first wave of black metal band, responsible for some of the best albums of all time, in my opinion. You take an album like Welcome to Hell, that is absolutely seminal, but who can deny the absolute brilliance of black metal? That album is one of the greatest albums, easily a top 10 album for me. It's one of the greatest albums of all time, without a shadow of doubt. So I decided to go with that one, and I like the fact that it's kind of, it takes that central piece. So you've got the ode to the godfathers, or one of the godfathers of metal, of black metal, I should say, stemming from the New Orleans scene. They just broke out in a completely different direction. But you've got that heritage band sitting neatly in between bands that would have been massively influenced by what they did, and on all sides. You've got Cradle of Filth, you've got Rotting Christ, you've got Darkthrone, you've got Dimmu Borgir, you've got Dissection. You've got all these bands that would have been influenced by what Venom were doing and what they had done with their classic albums. So that's where we are currently with the jacket. We've currently got Darkthrone taking the centre spot there, just because I absolutely love Darkthrone, and Transylvanian Hunger is such an absolute classic album. And we've got Dimmu Borgir and Dissection, which I mentioned last episode. And then we've got the latest additions, logo strip patches, rectangular patches from the mighty Rotting Christ. And we've got Cradle of Filth taking centre piece there on the shoulders. We've got the mighty Venom with black metal. So until next time, that is the progress I have made so far. What do you think of my work? What do you think of my choices? What do you think of Rotting Christ and Cradle of Filth and Venom? I'm interested to hear other people's thoughts and opinions. Any recommendations for other ways to make this jacket even cooler? I'm interested to hear. Feel free to comment and chip in. So thanks for watching, my friends. Do feel free to like and subscribe. And you can now follow the page, the No Nonsense Metal Reviews page on Facebook. Thank you again, my friends. Check back soon. But take care and stay heavy.